Hey guys, welcome back to Election Center, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why I think Georgia could easily go blue in 2020. This is sort of just going to be the case for a blue Georgia in 2020, why it could easily happen, and why Georgia is actually a tilt blue state in my latest 2020 electoral map prediction. So yeah, sort of why I slightly am more leaning towards thinking Georgia is going to go blue versus thinking Georgia is going to go red. So yeah, let's just jump into it here. I'm on 538, and they're polling averages here, and they have Biden up 1.7% in the state of Georgia. So yeah, let's look at these highly rated polls here. Monmouth University. Let's look at their likely voter polls here. +4 Biden, +2 Biden. This registered voter poll, +5 Biden. We see a lot of polls here. Some of them have it even. Some of them have Trump leads. This one here has +4 Trump. Yeah, this one here from Siena College, New York Times Upshot, has it even. Emerson had it +1 Trump. So it's pretty neck and neck in this state. But yeah, overall, this latest average on 538 has it +1.7% Biden. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people seems to me a lot of people are thinking it just can't happen. It's no matter what, it's just going to somehow be tilt Republican. But yeah, before we jump into my main points here, I do want to show you guys something here, actually. The 538 forecast, a lot of people look at this. 58% chance Biden wins, 42% chance Trump wins, according to their forecast. So yeah, don't take it from me, take it from 538, their forecast. They think Biden's going to win. But yeah, now let's get into my main points here. And I'm on uselectionatlas.org, where they have all the aggregated results of past U.S. presidential elections. 2016 election loaded up here. And yeah, let's look specifically at the state of Georgia, where it was a 5.09% margin. Donald Trump won the state by 5.09%. But yeah, Clinton, I think she was a poor candidate, plagued by her email scandal. She was able to get it down to a 5.1% margin. So that's pretty competitive. And then you have Joe Biden with significantly far better favorability ratings. I'm pretty sure he's a net positive. And Hillary Clinton was definitely in the negatives. And then the current circumstances, right, with the pandemic. And we have Joe Biden outperforming Clinton by several points. Clinton, at this point, at this late in the game, she was leading by, just a few points, I think. Biden's leading by, 8, 9% in these national averages. So really outperforming Clinton, Joe Biden is. And then you saw on that 538 average, Joe Biden has that 1.7% lead in the state of Georgia. But yeah, Joe Biden's definitely on track to win the popular vote by, upwards of 8%, it looks like. 7% also seems pretty likely, a 7% popular vote win. If Clinton was able to win by 2.1%, Joe Biden with far better favorability ratings and these current circumstances makes sense why you'd have this kind of a lead for Joe Biden, really with the current circumstances. But say Joe Biden outperforms Clinton by 5%, right? That'd be, a 7% popular vote win nationwide. That sounds pretty realistic to me. That's something that I could definitely see happening. And it's in the ballpark of what I predict for the popular vote. So yeah, if Joe Biden wins the popular vote by 7%, right? If Joe Biden's outperforming Clinton by 5%, then that makes up pretty much this deficit. Clinton lost the state by 5 points in 2016. Joe Biden outperforming Clinton by 5% makes up the deficit. And then couple that with the state's leftward trend, right? One of these Sunbelt states trending to the left. And yeah, you have a tilt Biden victory at the least. So, according to a 538 article I saw, Georgia's an inelastic state, right? Which means it doesn't shift very much. So that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, I think when you're including that factor, I think if it was more elastic, we could see this more than tilt Biden, maybe lean, right? Or a number of points. But when we're keeping in mind that this is not a very elastic state, right? I could definitely still see this going tilt Biden when we have him outperforming Clinton a number of points and these current circumstances. And Clinton, right? I'll emphasize it again. She was a poor candidate, plagued by her email scandal. She didn't even make a play for the state, I don't think. Joe Biden, he's making a play for the state. I don't think Clinton really even tried to win this state of Georgia. And she was able to get it down to 5.1%. Joe Biden, once again, significantly outperforming Clinton, and he's actually making a play for the state of Georgia. He's trying to win the state of Georgia. So it totally makes sense to me why this state would go blue. And I want to show you guys something here. Let's load up 2012 here. Let's go to Georgia. It was an 8% margin. Mitt Romney, the Republican candidate, beat Barack Obama, the incumbent Democrat, by 8 points in Georgia in 2012. That was at the same time as Barack Obama won the popular vote by 4. So it was 12 points to the right of the nation as a whole. Let's go to 2016, right? Clinton won the popular vote by 2. The state of Georgia, Trump won by 5%, so it's 7 points to the right of the nation. So 5 points further to the left. You can think of that as a 5-point shift towards the left in terms of in relation to the rest of the country as a whole. And, we had that 2018 gubernatorial election. It was a less than 2% margin for the Republican. And let's also see if we can see some other stuff. I know there was a super wide margin for the Republican in, the Senate, the most recent Senate election in 2016. But that must have been candidate specific because the Republican won by like 14 points, but then Trump winning by 5 points. So that must have been just a popular incumbent or unpopular Democratic challenger. But yeah, Donald Trump, he's the Republican nominee, and Biden's just a better candidate than Hillary Clinton. And the circumstances are favoring him. The circumstances are better for him in 2020 than the circumstances were for Hillary Clinton in 2016. So yeah, that's pretty much just my reasoning for why I think Georgia's tilt blue, and just sort of my points that I've got to make in terms of why this is my prediction, and just my personal analysis of the state of Georgia, and just my case for why I think Georgia is going to go blue narrowly in 2020. And I'm not even super sold on that. It's really iffy. I don't think 100% for sure it's going to go blue, but I am slightly leaning towards that. But yeah, it's pretty much a wrap on my argument here. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video and thought it was interesting. And I'm definitely interested in hearing your guys' thoughts in the comment section about what you think about Georgia going blue, and if you disagree with me or if you agree with me. And so yeah, I'm definitely just interested in hearing your guys' thoughts on this, and I'm interested in having a conversation with you in the comment section about Georgia going blue, or if you think it's going to stay red. But yeah, if you guys like this type of content I make here on this channel about election analysis, polling data, electoral maps, all things elections, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, because my videos are going to be right up your alley if this is something that interests you. But yeah, I say it one last time, I hope you guys liked this video, thought it was interesting, and I'll see you in the next Election Center video. Bye, guys.